Coach Malzahn, I love him. I appreciate him. He's one of my favorite coaches in college football. The way he gave us love and showed us love and compassion when I think Shedeur was a sophomore or junior going up to a visit at Auburn, and he offered him on the spot. It was tremendous. I love what he's brought to college football. A lot of similarities. He does it his way, and I love the way he does it. He's unapologetic about the way he does it, and he's with a bunch of Florida boys, which is my home state, which I absolutely adore. And it's going to be a great game. I look forward to the contest. They run the ball extremely well. They get to the ball on defense. Pretty much a veteran team when you're looking at several seniors on each side of the ball. So that's experience, a tremendous amount of experience. And they don't make a lot of mistakes. Big quarterback, strong guy that can not only throw the football, but he could run as well. So we got our work cut out for us. Let's go.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? Nikki Edwards, 2 Sports Report. As you mentioned, you're facing a run-heavy offense this week. How is Robert Livingston and the defense preparing for such a fit?
Well, we got to load the box up and pray and stop the run. I feel good about our scheme. I feel good about what I saw at practice today. I feel good about what we've been accomplishing versus the run defensively. We got to improve in some certain areas. But I think we get Chidozie back this week as well. That's a tremendous plus because of his attitude, his leadership, and the way he works. Tremendous plus.
Hey, Coach, Rylan Scholes from Ralphie Report.
How you doing?
So you've been doing good. You've been really complimentary of Coach Malzahn from Big 12 Media Day on. He's been very complimentary to you as well. What does it mean to be coaching against a colleague and a friend like Coach Malzahn on such a big stage?
Well, it's an honor. It's an honor. You got to understand, I was a high school coach visiting those guys, taking my kids on the college tours. And now to have the opportunity to coach on the same field, it's an honor. It's a tremendous honor. And I got love for him. I mean, after we played him, then I could call him for advice. I don't want to, he's not going to give me advice before. But he's one of the guys that I would call for advice on certain situations that may occur. With college football players, I'm pretty sure everybody's dealing with the guys that wants the red shirt, and I think everybody's dealing with that right now. So you're having those meetings. We're not the only one having several meetings, but I'm pretty sure a host of college football coaches are having those, and I would like to know how they deal with certain situations. But maybe after the game. That's what Chip Kelly told me last year. He said, after the game, you could call me.
Hey, Coach, just what's it like for you and, all the Florida guys on this team to be able to go back to Florida this week?
Well, it's good now until you get down there and play. You got to win. We don't want to go down there and think it's just a road trip, it's a field trip. We want to go down there and win. So we're practicing our butt off, trying to make sure we dot I's and cross T's, and we give it a valiant effort. It starts in practice. Everything starts in practice. I tell the kids this morning, it's like a vending machine. Whatever you put in, you're going to get out, unless you want to go to Vegas and put a little bit in, you expect to get a lot out, but that's called gambling, where I'm from. And you don't want to gamble with your career, with your life, and with the time you have left. So our Florida boys are excited, but they know we're on the job. It's on the job.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Just going back to all the Florida guys on the team, you've talked many times in the past about how much you like to recruit players in Florida.
Yeah.
Obviously, being there from there yourself, just in your experience throughout your life, what has made Florida players so different?
That hunger, that thirst, that will, that want, that me against the world, that we don't have the best of things, but we're going to make the most of things. The way our parents came up, the desolate and turbulent times that we've come through, the naysayers, the haters. Florida may have the least paid high school coaches in the country, but may produce the most athletes in the country. I don't know how that happens. Even when it comes to facilities. I'm sure Texas is number one when it comes to facilities, and Florida's still putting out dogs. I don't know if anybody have done a study lately, but in the NFL, I'm pretty sure Florida's ranked up there pretty darn high, and it's not a huge state. But I'm speaking because one of the kids just asked us this question, and Sapp just took over that conversation and let them know, if you want to put an all-pro team out there with Florida boys, we got one. So that just happened. That just happened in the game, before the game in the cafeteria the night before. So one of the guys was talking about Georgia was like that, and Sapp had to check him on that.
Hey, Coach. Pat Graham, Associated Press. Two-parter, like Brian, I was asking parts. Number one is, you guys are obviously leaving Wednesday because of the storm. You're a creature of habit. How much does that affect your players and you and what you're trying to get done when you have to leave early and adjust your plan?
Well, our players like simplicity, and I do too. So I don't want to take a risk and a chance of, we're going to leave Thursday anyway. So the storm is supposed to hit Thursday. So we don't want to take that chance, and the storm hits Thursday. Now we can't get there to Friday evening. Now it's a rush. So we're trying to get ahead of the curve and be smart with it. Our guys like consistency, so being settled and having a consistent plan in place works in our favor. We've already secured practice facilities. We already, I think, sent the truck on the road. We're right where we want to be. We're just going to make it consistent as possible for our young men.
What's up, Shane? Scott Proctor of Colorado. Obviously, UCF leads the nation in rushing yards. What's it going to take for you guys, particularly up front, that first line of the defense, to slow down this potent rushing attack of UCF?
Simply dominate, start off fast. I mean, that's the biggest thing for us. I think it's taken us a little bit to start off fast. Our first two games, start off slow in first quarter, come back in the second half. I think these past 2 weeks from Baylor and CSU, we've kind of done that. We've kind of started off, played a complete game, but we know the number one in the nation, so we need to match up to that, and we need to play at that level, be physical up front, be gap sound, be disciplined, and play with the competition.
Hey, Shane. Brian Howard from the Bowl Daily Camera. I know it's early in the week, but from what you've seen so far, how has this team done with kind of enjoying what happened on Saturday night, but also flushing it and learning from it and moving on?
Short-term memory. Short-term memory always. Win, lose, draw, no matter what. So, obviously, Saturday night was crazy. Probably the craziest game I've ever played in, for sure. But, enjoy that Sunday, fix some mistakes, watch the film, and now today get ready for UCF because, hey, got to go 1-0 again this week. Big game before the bye week, so focus on them.
Hey, Shane, you guys are playing another mobile quarterback this week. Just what are the challenges, having to have faced so many mobile quarterbacks and facing another one this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like always, QB draw and plays like that. But, going against KJ Jefferson this week, we know he likes to run. They ran on us the past weeks through quarterback runs. So I think it's just putting emphasis on that, right? Like if it's worked a few weeks ago, they're probably going to work on it this week and run against us. So we know it's coming. They know they want to do it. So point is to stop it, see it in practice, see how we're going to run against it, and just put a stop to it. We know the challenge is up, so we just got to face it.
Despite all the earned buzz, UCF is still a heavy favorite. Does this team feel like an underdog?
I mean, underdog, voted to win, no matter what the situation is, right? You got to go into every game with the mindset of going 1-0 that week. That's how I take it. That's how the defense takes it. That's how the D-line room takes it. And every week is a challenge. They practice too. Like, they practice plays. They practice to win. So no matter if they're the favorite, we're the underdog, they're the favorite. It's about going in that Saturday and playing a full and complete game.
Cam, Troy Finnegan, CU Sports Report. They call it the bounce house down in Orlando. Going to be a hostile environment. How much have you guys learned from the way that you started the game last time in a hostile environment in Lincoln?
Just everything. Just trying to start fast. I mean, we had a problem with that since I've been here. Honestly, I'm just coming out and starting fast from the jump. We had a pretty good start this week, coming out and getting a 3 and out. So it's something you just got to work as, and we just trying to find different ways to start fast. Like when we come to practice, we just make sure we're ready to go practice. Like when we hit the field, nobody's fiddling around with their helmet, shoulder pads. Like we just trying to start fast, and it comes. It's kind of like we want to make the game dramatic. If we've been honest, like we kind of want all the games to go viral at this point. So that's how it is. But we just been working on everything.
Hey, Cam, just facing KJ Jefferson, another mobile QB this weekend, and what's your message to the team, just having to deal with another mobile quarterback?
I'm just tackling him hard and early. KJ is great on his legs, great with his legs, a lot of running we finna get. So just make sure everybody doing their jobs and get to the quarterback, and we get to him, make sure tackles on him. He's a big old guy.
Hey, Cam, you and the rest of the guys from Texas got to go home and play against TCU last year in your home state.
I'm from Alabama, but I got you.
I'm sorry, the guys from Texas got to go. I know you played for Coach Brown.
Yeah, I got you.
There's a lot of guys on this team from Florida. Obviously, this week this is a special game for them. Have you seen kind of any added excitement for a lot of those guys?
Lord, these guys ready to go back home. We've been everybody trying to trade tickets and everything. They got 1 million people coming to the game, so it's everybody excited to go down there to Florida. It's gonna be a nice venue, a nice team to play against.